You will hear about the African Union. Yes, it exists. But what is the effect of the African Union in reality? We cannot talk about integration in the theme and not talk about the African Union. Because it is this organization that should unite us, create real integration. But we regret to see these wars that persist on the African continent, killing millions of young people. And that this organization, which has heads of state, with armies, is unable to organize itself to support certain countries. The Union is not just a word. The Union is a symbol. And we, the youth, should learn a lesson from this situation to unite, to make integration a reality. I was unpleasantly surprised when Ethiopia, which hosts the headquarters of the African Union, was experiencing a conflict. And when I saw the Prime Minister put on a military uniform and announce the closure of the university in Addis Ababa to face the threat. I did not see any action from the African Union to protect these headquarters. Most Western states saw Addis Ababa falling, packing up and leaving. Ethiopia fought, found an internal solution, and is living more or less in peace today. The children of Congo have been dying for years. Several other conflicts, such as in Sudan, exist on the continent. We would have liked to see the African Union generate the forces and all the necessary strategies to support these states so they can regain peace. For nearly 10 years, the Sahel has been the theater of international terrorism. But we see no support from these organizations to find a solution to this problem. Worse, a few days ago, a country foreign to Africa openly announced having supported and participated in a cowardly terrorist and barbaric attack against the forces of our confederation in Tinsawatten. The African Union did not utter a word to condemn this interference by a state outside of Africa in the internal affairs of our states. I would like them to hear this and therefore break their silence and take action so that the youth can believe in the African Union.
We are called putschists. We are not French. We do not understand what that means. And the local people, who surely do not even understand the profound meaning of the word, also call us putschists. Very well, we appropriate it. Over the years, as far as Burkina Faso is concerned, you may have noticed all the bodies have been destructured. No more training, nothing left for the army. They imposed in all our major states, all our schools and all our strategic structures, what they called military councils. When we revolted on September 30th, 2022, the first thing was to find out who these military councils were and where they were. So we were able to identify that the evil was deep. And the first thing was to ask them to leave our army. They left. And what I told you not long ago, you cannot hope to find your lost object by calling on the one who stole it to come and help you find it. When we asked the military councils to leave, we felt manifestations. We were made to understand that we would not be able to get by without them. And every time they told us, it was translated by attacks on the ground. We received the message well. At the dawn of the year 2023, we decided to tell the foreign forces present here to leave. because we want to fight in Burkina Faso. They did not surely appreciate it, but why come and die on our land for us? We prefer to fight ourselves. We ask them to return home. Unfortunately, I tell you here today, as I like to say, colonization has returned. There are slaves of Ceylon who still have not understood. In the meantime, military officers wrote to us and approached us to tell us that it was a very bad decision and that we would not last 2 months. Files were written. We were sent these files to make a strategic analysis of their thoughts. We said either we are sovereign or we remain slaves forever. Indeed, when the last soldier left Burkina Faso, we understood what it was about. The attacks followed immediately. Dehao, Timnikov, Partiaga, and so on. But what they had forgotten was that the people of Burkina Faso had understood our message. And had engaged in the same way as we did. We reorganized quickly, and suddenly we noticed that all the sleeping terrorists had woken up in Burkina Faso. We reorganized the army as quickly as possible. At an unequal speed, we have created several units, and even if several others are yet to come, we have equipped them. And today this equipment continues because in the days to come, the months to come, what you will see coming to Burkina Faso must make our army a power to fear. We will not hesitate about the means. We understood that the fight against imperialism will be hard, very hard. But only the hard ones will pass, and the Burkinabés are hard, and we will pass. We have put on guard for more than a year the local valets, the slaves of Ceylon, so that they do not betray their country for the benefit of imperialism. Some have understood and organized themselves. Others have not understood. Maybe they thought they were smarter, but today we have no more feelings about this theft. Whoever betrays his country for the benefit of imperialism, he will be treated as such. Returning to our famous ECOWAS, since we decided to leave the ECOWAS, the slaves of Ceylon have been driven everywhere. They want to scare the people. They want to scare everyone. God, thank you. In a recent past, there were only a handful of people who had the right to speak. On the TV sets, that's what they said, who were ready for the gospel. Today, with the new technologies, which of course have advantages and disadvantages, everyone has the right to speak. And I think the Yayayes are the first to confirm this. Everyone can make his own analysis of a situation. We can certainly make mistakes, but when we come to understand, we are open to explain the process. Here we will explain to you why we left the ECOWAS and where we are going. Remember that it was in 1975 that it was created. And it was created for the majority of state leaders, putschists, as they like to say. It was the military who took the power and took the responsibility to create the ECOWAS, so that there was a real economic growth of the people inside this space. Later, the so-called Democrats were invited to the heads of our states. They completely emptied the community of its foundation. When on June 26, Nigeria decided to take its destiny into its own hands, we were surprised to see the ECOWAS appear on June 16th with a force in wait. Where was this force? When thousands and thousands of Nigerians were killed by terrorists. Where was this force? When thousands of Malians and Burkinabés died under the bullets of terrorists. They said that by force they were going to house the valiant sons of Nigeria who took the destiny into their own hands. Do you believe that these are women who are in Nigeria? There are fighters there. The Nigerian army is a warrior. It has been fighting for years. It is not a parade army or a peacekeeping army. And the armies of the ECOWAS have decided to unite. We are waiting for this force in wait. It is important that these so-called Democrats understand this. When thousands of Nigerians die in hospital beds due to lack of electricity or lack of medication, it is a crime. They are responsible for these sanctions. They are responsible for these deaths. The same thing happens in Mali. With Burkina, we have indirect sanctions, because people have to understand. When they take their orders from the other side, they come and do everything to apply it. It is shameful. Some have decided not to provide electricity to our countries. It is not free. We pay, and it contributes to their economy. They have tried to make Mali suffer. And of course, by ignoring all the texts and not providing electricity to Mali, hoping that the population would revolt. It does not work. When it lasted, some were forced to make their own people pay by increasing the cost of electricity. It will increase again. This gives us several lessons. Several lessons in the sense that the independence we take, the sovereignty we take, we must do everything for it to be. They have given us very good lessons, and we have understood very well. Some have closed their ports, which goes against all international texts, because we cannot close our ports in a landless country. They did it. They violated the text. The international community did not say a word.
What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. My name is Marcos. Now, if you're watching this video for the first time, kindly remember to subscribe to this channel. Remember to comment, like, and share my videos. So guys, in today's video is all about His Excellency Ibrahim Traore. You all know lately Ibrahim Traore has been facing a lot. We all know Ibrahim Traore is the youngest president in Africa and Caribbean, and he's the president of Burkina Faso. So lately Ibrahim Traore has been facing some allegations that are not true according to us, because they are saying that France and US government, they are saying that Ibrahim Traore is using Burkina Faso resources to benefit himself. They are also claiming that he is a dictator. Now, Ibrahim Traore has been trying to fight for the rights of black people, and he has been pushing that to the end. That's why I think the US and France government, they are trying to fight that. So Ibrahim Traore has been a very good leader, a very powerful leader. We all know Ibrahim Traore is a good leader. You have seen some of the things Ibrahim Traore has done in Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso used to be a very, very poor country. But since Ibrahim Traore took over, Burkina Faso has changed so much. You have seen, for instance, the roads. Ibrahim Traore has managed to construct very many roads in Burkina Faso. People are happy. He has managed to change the education system in Burkina Faso. Education in Burkina Faso is free. Now, one thing also Ibrahim Traore did in Burkina Faso, he made sure the national debt he managed the national debt of the country. So Burkina Faso has no debt with any country. So he has done all that in Burkina Faso, and we as people, we know that, we have seen that, and we have been following Burkina Faso ever since. So these allegations that have been going on that he is a dictator, he's using the resources of Burkina Faso to benefit himself, according to us, we know that is not true. Now, even the people of Burkina Faso, there have been many reporters have been trying to look for them, trying to find out who is Ibrahim Traore. And when they talk to these people, the love these people have for their president is so overwhelming. They love their president so much. That shows that these things that Ibrahim Traore has been doing in his country are true. So these people trying to say that he is using the Burkina Faso resources to benefit himself, I wonder where that comes from. Now, there's a video he did. He said that the Burkina Faso gold, he won't be exporting Burkina Faso gold. He wants the gold to benefit the people of Burkina Faso. So Ibrahim Traore loves his people, and whatever he does, he thinks of his people. His people comes first. That's why I think the US government is trying to take him down. Now, Ibrahim Traore has been facing a lot lately, and our African and Caribbean leaders, they have just been silent. They are not supporting our brother. Our brother has been trying to fight for the rights of the black. He has been trying to tell our leaders that it's time for us to unite. It's time for us to come together as a nation. It's time for us to come against these things that are happening in these Western countries. But our leaders have been biased. Our leaders have been doing nothing, because we all know our leaders have been getting money from these Western countries, and that's why trying to come together and unite and go against these countries has become a problem. Look what our brother is facing, but our African leaders, they are just silent in the offices. They are doing nothing. And Ibrahim Traore is now facing a lot. He needs these leaders to support him, because he has been talking about unity each and every time. He has been telling our leaders that it's time for us to unite. It's time for us to come together. It's time for us to stop these issues of colonization. But our leaders, they can't see that, because they know they are getting help from these Western countries, so they cannot go against them. So they are afraid. At some point, they are afraid to support Ibrahim Traore, because these people, they are getting money from these countries and they are using the money to benefit themselves. So Burkina Faso has grown in this past year since Ibrahim Traore took office. So these allegations that are facing him, we are all wondering where are these allegations coming from, because this leader has been a very good leader. Africa loves him, Caribbean loves him. You also videos, very many videos, people coming out crying for Ibrahim Traore. Many people love Ibrahim Traore so much. In his countries, even his people, they are not sleeping at home. They are sleeping on roads. They are saying that they are protecting their president. So if this guy is loved by everyone, these allegations that they are saying that he's a dictator, he's using the resources to benefit himself, I wonder how that comes about. So for the support of Ibrahim Traore, we love him and we are sure he gonna go through this. So guys, thank you for watching this video. Kindly remember, if you haven't subscribed, remember to subscribe, comment, like and share my videos. Until my next video, one love.